Hello, wassalamu alaikum. How you doing? It's my hope that you're doing awesome. I'm also doing beautiful and I thank God. So in this video, we are going to do thematic analysis of Fathers of Nations, chapter 1. In our previous video, we did a synopsis. If you did not check that, click the link in the description box to learn more. So today we're going to the themes, but before we check the first theme, a theme is a central message in any literary work. When you read any piece of work, ask yourself, what does the author want to teach me? And if you get the answer, that could be the theme. So the first theme is the theme of education. And you told that on page 6, Dr. Abiola Afolabi studied at the University of Harvard in the USA. And to add on that, he is teaching at the University of Ibadan in Nigeria. The fact that he is teaching at the university, we see that the theme of education is coming out. And also we are told that he is the author of the book Failures of States, and that is why maybe he is invited by the presidents to be their advisor. He is an intellect. Theme number 2, we have the theme of betrayal, and the whole book is about leadership. So we have the leaders betraying the citizens. You see, as we vote in the leaders, we expect them to protect the citizen and to ensure the well-being of the citizens. But in Gambia, the opposite happens. We can see, before the dignitaries arrived, all the roadside kiosks in which whole families depended to get their livelihoods were demolished, and that was an order from the government. So these families are left with no source of income. Where are they going to get their daily bread, because the government does not care? And that can be seen as a form of betrayal. And to add on betrayal, when the dignitaries arrived, we clearly told in the book that all the water was directed to the new water fountain, which was meant to entertain the presidents, leaving the citizens with no water. You can see water is very basic. We depend on water to drink it, to cook our food, and actually to do the washing. So by doing so, we can see the leaders do not care about the citizens. From the theme of betrayal, we go to the theme of change, and this is the transition from one state to another. And we have it on page 7 to page 8. And Dr. Abiola Afolabi believes that if the document where Omega is adopted, it's going to bring some changes in Africa. And change number 1 is going to ensure there is no more military coups, there is no more rigged elections, and there is no more foul play. And in addition to that, on we have page 8, we can see, I'm going to read it directly from the book, page 8, the second paragraph. Anyway, I was saying where Omega will put Africa on a new course, free from the obstacles that have defeated its past effort. So we can see, if the document is adopted, it's going to bring the change in Africa. And lastly, we have the theme of corruption, or the theme of extortion on page 8 to page 9. And we have corruption in form of bribery, and we are told that before the dignitaries arrived, checkpoints sprout everywhere and gave the guards an opportunity to extort money from the passers-by. I'm going to read that on page 11. Page 11, the second paragraph, you can see the story of demolishing roadside kiosks and so on. So at the middle, checkpoints sprout everywhere. This way, guards get even more basis for extorting bribes from the passers-by. So that is the kind of corruption that we have in chapter 1. And actually that is the end of our lesson today. If you have identified any other theme, let me know on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on chapter 2. Bye bye for now.